Welcome, one. Welcome, all. It is the final Sunday night football show of the season. And honestly, it was a wild, classic slate, Kurt. We had a lot of up and downs, a lot of nukes. Alec Pierce getting ejected at 31 points with an entire quarter to go. It's one of the most shocking things ever. But really, it ended up being a decent slate. I had one really good sweat the entire day, Kurt. It was a lot of fun. And you know who didn't succeed for me was Jahan Dotson. I mean, that dude just couldn't get open. I'm done with it. I don't know how McKee did well with him last year. I mean, McKee had zero help today, but it just was brutal. And Tanner said, "Make fun of Kurt for Hollywood Smothers going to Bama over Florida State." A lot of the transfers. You see Josh Hoover going to Indiana.
How dare you, Tanner?
That's good stuff. I mean, this is fun. Yes, the tight ends for the Rams. Tyler Higbee comes back and absolutely nukes, man. Absolutely nukes. Look at that, Kurt. How about the Panthers?
How about you show your ads up?
Johnny, good to see you. Should be a fun one. I mean, honestly, it should be a great time in this game. We got a lot to talk about here in just a second.
Why is
it's the AFC? It's the AFC North. Kurt, you're blurry as hell, man.
Bro, this always happens, and I don't know why.
That is incredibly blurry.
Let me try this.
You got it. There you go. It's crystal clear now. Kurt, do we need to go over what's on the line tonight? I don't think we do. Winner goes to the playoffs. Loser goes home. The 5 seed is the Texans. They solidified that, right? So we get the Texans would play the winner of this game next week. This is a Sunday night game. I don't think they'll give them a short week, but yeah, I mean, I want to go over some of the stats here, Kurt, but first, let me get your takes on this game.
Two teams that are going to want to run the ball, two teams that are great at defending the run, but two teams you can pass on. The only bad part is I don't think either team wants to pass tonight. So I don't know. I think it's going to be an ugly game. Very ugly. I think if DK Metcalf would have played, I mean, you can attack the shit out of these Ravens cornerbacks from the outside. And I'm not sure if they can really do anything about it. But DK is not playing because he wanted to punch a fan. And I'm pretty sure on the outside we have Calvin Austin, midget, and then Adam Thielen, 1,000 years old, and then a bunch of tight ends. So there's no way to really attack the outside. There's no way to attack the Ravens' greatest weakness. Ravens have been absolutely shutting down the run the last 5 games. So that's the Steelers' game plan, to go 13 and go 12 and try to run it. I don't like their chances. I don't see how Baltimore loses this game without DK. I think, honestly, you don't want to say one man can change a lot, but, man, tonight DK would change a lot, and I'm not a DK guy.
I don't get where this love for DK Metcalf comes from. I mean, that dude has been pretty average all year. I don't think he makes or breaks this offense. Look, it'd be nice to have him
to attack the outside with. What do you mean?
He's got 850 yards on the year. I mean, this dude is just
850 came against Pittsburgh.
I mean Adam Thielen, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, those are replaceable to DK Metcalf. He's not that guy. I mean, he's never been that guy. I mean, look, he leaves, Seattle gets better.
He had 7 catches for 150 yards against this team, Rubio. What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about?
All you're going to do is you throw back shoulder passes against these cornerbacks for the Ravens, and they turn full R-word.
Are you going to bring up – he had one good game. He had one game over 100
yards. It was against the one team who you attack on the outside. I hate DK. You can't be serious right now.
He's so bad.
Did you watch the game? Okay, I actually watched that game on my secondary screen. All Rodgers did was throw back shoulders, and the Ravens cornerbacks went full retard. They had no idea what's going on. It was coming every time.
Is the threat of having DK even good?
Okay, that helps. That helps. Yeah.
DK is just like a slightly souped up Calvin Austin. I mean, that's all.
It's not more about DK. It's about what DK can do in this matchup. Does that make sense? Is that enough? It's not about DK the person. It's about what he can do for this matchup.
The old man drops his hippie nuts tonight.
Who you throwing to? I want to get on that narrative because it's a pass funnel. I'm down for us to collectively get on that narrative.
So what you're staring at right now is passing yards per game against this season. All right, so you still got your typical bad defenses down here, but look who's number 29. The Ravens look number 30, the Steelers. So they both have allowed the same exact number of passing yards per game, which is funny. You go back to the run, and Kurt, what did you say? Baltimore used to be in the bottom 20. They're now in the top 10. What they have done in recent weeks is stop the run. The Steelers, they are decent against the run as well.
Honestly, ball knowledge time. What are the Ravens? They've done a lot of things, but what's one of the main key contributors to why this Ravens run defense has got a lot better, or at least top 3 contributor of why they got better?
I couldn't tell you. I don't really give a damn about the Ravens.
It's not even had to do with the D tackle. But they started putting Kyle Hamilton closer to the line of scrimmage.
And that's been working.
They went back to that more natural spot for him, and it's been a game changer, along with everyone else stepping up in the front 7. But Kyle Hamilton's the dog.
Yeah, he's a guy I wish the Bengals had. I can't lie. But these defenses profile almost the exact same, where they're both sturdy against the run, right? They're both in the upper half of the league, and they're both really bad against the pass. And in recent games, you mentioned it, DK Metcalf went 7 for 148 in this matchup. What was it, 4 weeks ago that these teams played in a pivotal matchup for the AFC North? And then, you go back to where the Ravens have struggled. I mean, it's kind of incredible to me, Kurt, because every single game that this team plays, I get a little bit like, oh man, is Huntley that good, or is Lamar healthy? It's all that. I always have questions about him. But last week, they just ran the ball down Green Bay's throat. Are they going to be able to do that again this week? Honestly, I don't really know. I don't know the answer to that. I mean, the Steelers secondary is horrible. And their rushing defense is a little bit halfway decent. And you're telling me that a lot of people are going to be jamming in Derrick Henry. I feel like it's time to maybe hop off the Henry train a little bit, but how do you do that after 36 carries last week?
Wait, what do I have Pittsburgh at? Let me see here. Pittsburgh. Yeah, no, and especially, it's not only that, it's like Derrick Henry in January. Like, there's another thing. It's not the first quarter.
Hold on.
Not really the first quarter you're worried about.
You skipped over an entire. There's no Derrick Henry in January. It's December. Derrick Henry, all right. What has he ever done in the playoffs?
It's cold weather. What's the difference?
Is it cold? I mean, come on now.
I don't know. That's a good question. Is it cold right now there?
Relative. I mean, come on. We live like right next to it, right? We're what, 4 hours away each. Come on now. I'm gonna say 30 degrees. Not cold for Pittsburgh.
Okay, yeah, I got Pittsburgh 8th against the rush. Last 5.
Oh my gosh, it's Derrick Henry's birthday.
Yeah, the birthday narrative too. It's. What's his rushing prop?
You want to guess? I like to have you guess this because I got an idea of what I think it is too.
His last 4, 94, 100, 128, 16. Woo-wee. I'm going to say 87.5.
I'm going to go in the 100. I'm going to go 101. I think they're juicing. It's like minus 130 on the 100 plus. All right, you ready? DK's prop on Derrick Henry today is, what'd you say?
87.5.
We're right in the middle. Oh, you know what? You got closer. Price is Right rolls too. 91.5 is the rushing prop for Derrick Henry.
Oh, baby. I like the under.
Fading Derrick goes to the free drug test. I'd say, people always say you're crazy for fading Derrick Henry until that dude sucks. And that happens over half the time, especially this season. But you go back to the playoffs last year, everyone thought he was a lock against Buffalo. There's just games where Derrick Henry disappears, and it's games that they go down. Can the Steelers make this Ravens team go down where they're chasing the game? That's kind of the script against Derrick Henry, right, Kurt? Is that you need to phase him out because he's not any pass catching situations. Derrick Henry is never out there, right? But if they got the lead, if you think the Ravens win the game, well, you got to play Derrick Henry, right? It's very simple. If you think the Steelers can win this game, you don't need Derrick Henry. If you think the Ravens absolutely trounce, then that's when you need Derrick Henry, right? Like, I think that's a very black and white decision there.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to go over some routes real quick.
Yeah, I remember that. He does golf on his birthday. I mean, he goes off every time it's cold weather, though. So, makes sense.
I mean, back in his prime, sure, he only went 36 for 216 last week. We have Darnell Washington out for this game. For those who don't know, broken arm. He is out. Right?
Well, that hurt. That doesn't help the running game whatsoever. Oh my God, they're not going to be able to run the football, Rubio.
I'm like 99% sure I saw that. I wanted to make sure, right?
Oh yeah, he's on the IR. Oh, bro, this team is not going to be able to. I mean, Rubio, how are they going to run the football? How are they going to run the football? Because they're going to be facing extremely packed. Oh, they don't have their best blocker. Like what?
All right, real quick, Kurt. You mentioned it. Darnell Washington's a big miss in that run game because of what he can do, right? But he's also a big miss in that pass game. And for people who don't know, Calvin Austin also missed out last week, right? So Calvin Austin was not there. DK Metcalf wasn't there. This was the routes for the Pittsburgh Steelers in their most recent game. And this was the game against the Browns where they struggled often. They tried to run the ball against a Cleveland team that you can run the ball against, right? Like that is 100% one thing that you can do against Cleveland Browns over the last half of the season is run the ball. They couldn't do that. And now they're going to get a much tougher matchup here. This could be Aaron Rodgers' swan song too. I mean, let's not get away from that. Do you think he's going to be wanting to go out with the ball in his hands? He's going to be wanting to hand it off to Jaylen Warren 20 times? No. He's going to drop back maybe 40 times like we saw last week. 9 targets for MVS last week. Calvin Austin should slot into probably all the snaps, assuming that hamstring is completely healthy. Adam Thielen, Scotty Miller going to be factors. But the one thing that interested me, Kurt, Darnell Washington 3 routes last week. And I came into this slate thinking, I'm going to play Jonnu Smith. Only 11 routes last week after Darnell Washington exited early. It was Pat Freiermuth who had 29 routes. And that was without DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin. They got away from the 2 tight end sets. They got away from the 3 tight end sets. And it felt very puzzling to me, Kurt. I don't know. What's your take with Darnell Washington being out and Calvin Austin being into this team?
I think they're going to do more of the same. Like, I mean, you can't run against them. So it just depends if they want Freiermuth out there in the slot or Jonnu. I imagine it's going to be Pat Freiermuth. So I think we see more of the same. I mean, do you think they would go more run heavy? I don't. So if they get more pass heavy, we could see even more exaggerated snap counts from what we saw last week. I'm still playing John. Like, bro, we've been playing him all year. If you think I'm going to stop now, like,
it's the thing that pisses me off. I know this prop. What do you think Jonnu Smith's receiving prop is?
For too long. What?
Jonnu Smith's receiving prop. What do you think it is?
17.5.
You got a lot. I was thinking in the 20s without Darnell. It is 15.5. You were
almost. Bro, I am so good at whose line is it anyway.
Bullshit. I'm gonna get you. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna dance. We're gonna dance with the.
You want to dance, Pony Boy?
Right, we're gonna dance later on. All right. Jonnu Smith though, 5 targets on 11 routes last week. Kurt, did you know the one thing that really shocked me too, as well? There's a lot of things that shocked me last week with how the Steelers handled that game. 4 routes for Jaylen Warren, right? I mean, that's typical. He's not really much of a pass-catching back with Kenneth Gainwell there, but Kenny Gainwell getting 29 routes, getting 4 targets. I think Kenny Gainwell's maybe one of the best plays on the slate tonight, Kurt. And that is
wait, who'd you say, Gainwell?
Gainwell. I love Gainwell tonight because
Rodgers loves him too. And I think it's going to be the passing game, obviously, but I mean, we saw what Aaron Jones would do in the passing game, like back in the day with Rodgers. We could really see something similar here. So, yeah, when I say I like Gainwell tonight, just know that I am low on the running game, but I think he could have a game where he just catches a lot of balls. A lot of balls. Like, what's his record this year? He had his biggest game, 8 catches for 81 yards against Cincy in that blowout.
What did he do the week against the Lions, too? Isn't that the next week or something like that? He had like 75.
Yeah, 7 for 78. I think you're spot on. I think we could see a game similar to that, maybe like 5 for 60. Maybe he finds the box.
And he's also not just a threat in the passing game, but a threat in the run game too. When they get near the goal line, it's not just Jaylen Warren down there. It's a legit shot to be Kenny Gainwell. And I think that in a game where the Steelers are going to struggle to run the ball, Kenny Gainwell, I think just volume, PPR, DraftKings, the perfect site for him to score big. And, you know, there's a lot of love for Zay Flowers on our website, Kurt, on the Run Pure Sports website.
I hate Zay Flowers, dog. I never played.
It's a great spot, though, right? Like, I don't want to, get away. Sure. Great spot. But, I think I'd rather have Kenny Gainwell straight up over Zay Flowers. And if I'm playing Derrick Henry, which I'm debating, right?
Well, because the floor, I mean, you got to think the floor is probably way better on Gainwell.
We're gonna go to the Ravens in just a second. I didn't want to answer.
Man, Flowers is wow.
You guys are exactly right. All right, Cam Hayward.
Wow.
He is a factor. He's 1,600. All right, so that's the one thing.
I thought that was the D lineman. Is it Cam or
Connor Hayward?
Connor. Okay.
Connor Hayward. Yeah, I get him.
Cam Hayward, the supposed to be elite, bro. That'd be awesome. Little fat fuck.
Touchdown week 15. All right, and then what was it last week? It was 2 carry. I don't know how he gained 29 yards on a carry. I did not see that, but it couldn't have been the tush push unless he's.
I think maybe it was the end around tush push.
Or fullback. I don't know, but like he got the tush push in the game against Miami, also against Baltimore. I believe he was a factor there too. It's not the dumbest thing in the world at 1,600. All right.
I mean, why do that? You just bet him to score, bro. Like, what's the point of that? I'm not paying $1,600 for that.
I think you'd get fleeced if you bet him to score, just because I think the odds are juiced toward that.
Well, so if you're playing, don't you expect a touchdown?
Yeah, I mean you would, but
it's that bad.
Oh, he's 10-1. I'll take 10-1 odds. That's a good bet, actually. That's not the worst bet. Let's put it that way.
So why just fade him in your lineups and bet him? I mean, I'm sure you can find that if you market, like if you search
40-1 first touchdown. It's funny.
What?
One more thing. Panthers, Bucks, slog. 49ers, Seahawks, slog. You're telling me 2 AFC North teams are not going to be just in a slugfest tonight, too? I think we get multiple fights tonight. I think someone gets ejected tonight, even. I think there's going to be. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, hot take. Jalen Ramsey assassinates Zay Flowers and then acts like he's all innocent. Someone accidentally spits on his shoes a little bit. Then he goes wild and gets someone ejected. That's how I see it going. The Steelers are a more dirty team than the Ravens. That is 1,000% true. Do not get rid of 5-1s. I'm going to go to the Ravens real quick, but I also kind of want to mention this. I think there's value on both sides. All right. Mm-hmm. I love Calvin Austin tonight. We're going to talk about the wide receivers individually in a second. I really like MVS. I think those two guys are going to be out there the entire game. Adam Thielen, no one's going to play, but he's going to be out there for almost the entire game. One thing I wanted to do real quick, too, was check the slot because Calvin Austin is going to probably line up more wide. Yeah, so Scotty Miller is the one who's affected the most by Calvin Austin being back. All right, we go to the Ravens. There's no Rashad Bateman tonight, right? And look what happened last week, right? You had Bateman here with 16, 8 routes for DeAndre Hopkins. If we can get a game where we didn't have Bateman, I want to say it was week 15. I just wanted to double check. No, it was week 15. It was the last game without Bateman. Check the routes here for our guy DeAndre Hopkins, running at over a 50% clip. So I think DeAndre Hopkins is a really good value tonight as well. Devontae Walker gets a small bump too with Rashad Bateman being out. That's the reason I don't want to get rid of 5-1s. But there's so much good value, especially on the Steelers side of the ball, that I kind of want a part of. So even if you think the Ravens win, I honestly think a 4-2 Ravens is probably as frisky as I'd want to get. But 5-1 Steelers almost feels more in play to me if I'm playing Henry or Lamar. Like, genuinely, Kurt. Like, if I'm playing Rodgers, I'd be more inclined to do a 5-1 Steelers than a 5-1 Ravens. Because I just think that unless the defense gets there for the Ravens, then they kind of run out of guys real fast.
Yeah.
While the Steelers have a ton of guys. Olar has been playing a ton of snaps. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Can we say goodbye to Isaiah Likely? Is like 3 for 27 last week was his best game in about a month. His best game since the Steelers game, where he had a catch, a touchdown called back, which was probably stupid. But Kohler only had 4 routes last week, which is kind of a different trend than if you go back to week 16, where he played a lot more. He ran 6 routes compared to Likely's 12, right? So about half of what Andrews and Likely ran last week is about 25% of what they ran. So Kohler, he's fine, but I do prefer the Steelers wide receivers and or DeAndre Hopkins over him, and even Connor Hayward. I think I would take the risk on a little bit. But Kohler is only 600. If you find something you really like, that's fine. Devontae Walker, though, at 1,200, I'd also prefer straight up. All right. Special teams, special players.
Special teams, players, special plays.
What are you doing with the kickers and defenses tonight, Kurt?
I mean, you got to like them. It's an AFC North matchup, right?
Boswell. I mean, guys, this is the game Boswell hits 3 50-yarders.
Man, this really does, because you can kind of move it. Like, yeah, I can see that. Let's rank these 4, actually. How about that?
Let's rank them.
I will go.
I actually have them ranked on the site. I don't want to erroneously make an error. I have Tyler Loop, Chris Boswell, the Ravens D, and the Steelers D ranked.
I'm going to go Boswell, Ravens D, Loop, Steelers D.
Fair play. Fair play.
Bang.
Now, compared to those defensive kickers, would you rather have Pat Fryermuth over any of them?
I was about to ask you. I
I think,
Boswell.
my answer is yes. I'd rather have Pat Fryermuth.
Yeah, same here.
So
Boswell
Pat
and Fryermuth, it's close though, because Boswell can get an easy 8, and Pat, you might be like really stretching for that 8. So you know what? I'm going Boswell.
You go Boswell over Pat?
I just think the path to 8 is so easy.
It is for Boswell. You're assuming they can move the ball, but you're right. I mean, he's going to hit a 50-yarder tonight. God.
What up, Shooter?
Always does. Always does. 29 routes for him last week. Clearly the tight end won in that room. I'm still siding with Pat. Kurt, can I get your thoughts on cheap captain tonight?
How cheap we talk? I mean, it's really not necessary, but how cheap we talking?
Calvin Austin.
It's just not necessary.
Is it not necessary? How is it not necessary?
There's so many good values. You don't have to. I think 2 of the values will get you 8 points.
Calvin Austin catches a touchdown. I think that this lineup, it's my core, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I've not built it yet, but I mean,
all right, I'll give out the core. It's the last show of the year.
Your mom's the last show of the year.
It's gonna be so obvious too for you, Kurt. So obvious.
Once I build it, what is it?
Calvin Austin the third.
What about Calvin Austin the second?
Probably a good guy. Kenneth Gainwell. DeAndre Hopkins. Now, is that not the grossest thing you've ever seen?
What are you doing here? I gotta figure out what you're doing here.
Can you fit it? You can't fit it? Calvin Austin III.
Yeah.
Kenny Gainwell. Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins. And I'll give you a bonus play. Zay Flowers.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah.
Can't get Rodgers with it.
Huh?
You can't get Rodgers with that.
How are you playing Austin Captain without Rodgers?
It takes one. Rodgers is $10K, right? 200.
Yeah, you're right. I like that.
Not guaranteed.
That's a curve build.
You get almost the entirety of the Ravens offense outside of their tight ends, basically. All right? Against a terrible secondary. And you still get Derrick Henry, and you get, honestly, wide receiver 1 and their best running back, who is a PPR demon. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get out on this, too. I look at these expensive captains, and they have some really good builds. But, yeah, like Kurt said, there's a lot of great routes you can go. I really like Flowers a little, not like a ton, don't get me wrong, but I like Kenny Gainwell a ton. That's the big one. I like Lamar a decent bit tonight. I like Henry moderately, Zay Flowers moderately, Aaron Rodgers moderately. So I like all these studs, right? I'm not saying anything different. So if I want to fit at least 3 of those studs, right, I got to go cheap captain. If you only want to go 2 of those studs, you can get some amazing lineups. Here's another lineup I like, Kurt. Zay Flowers captain. And then it also has Pat Fryermuth and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Right?
I think I built this one. Hold on. You said –
I don't think you did.
Hold on. I think I did. So you go Zay Flowers captain. Go on.
Zay Flowers captain, Pat Fryermuth.
Yeah.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah.
Put it in Lamar. I mean, if I'm
might have been a 1v1.
Well, can you play 3 Steelers pass catchers and not have Rodgers? That's a question.
I have no idea what you did with this one.
Prop that's going to hit. Kurt, I have a favorite prop. Do you have a favorite prop?
Under rushing yards?
Who's rushing yards?
Derrick Henry under?
No, we're not doing rushing yards under. Right? I'm done with that. After McCaffrey had his best game since Vietnam.
Bro, that was honestly impressive.
The best part was McCaffrey ran for like 23 yards yesterday.
It's insane. I mean, it's insane.
All right. Kenny Gainwell. All right, that's my receiving. I think he gets peppered a ton tonight. I think it's going to be akin to that 7 for 78 game against Detroit. One of those is a big play. You don't need the big play with this one. My favorite prop tonight, 30 yards receiving for Kenny Gainwell.
Love that.
Yes, has. No more stud RB under. Tez Walker over. I mean, you get a little bit more salad. I'm definitely on Team Hopkins. This is the time of year where, look, if he doesn't retire after this year, damn. But this could be his last game. I think he'll go out with a bang. Zay Flowers over sending. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like going against the secondary a little bit. We'll build a SGP now too. We'll build that out. Rubio, can you play MVS Captain at 1.5K on FanDuel? I don't think you need it. I just don't think you need it. That's probably the main thing.
Oh wow, DK.
It is a complete misprice, though. I mean, 1,000%. MVS on FanDuel. I mean, you got to play MVS on FanDuel. My gosh.
Oh my God, it's already 8 o'clock. Holy crap.
All right, Kurt. Did you got a prop for me to add into this SGP?
Already gay. I'm just kidding. Can we get possible field goals?
Yeah, we can. We can do. You know what? We haven't missed a kicker prop all year. So, yeah. All right. Boswell field.
My bad, Rip. My bad. Hold on.
2+ field goals is minus 155. You want to do that?
Is what?
2+ field goals is minus 155.
Oh, I thought you said plus 155. I thought it got hard.
No.
I mean, I still like it, but man, that would have got me hard for plus 155. It doesn't let you do alt field goals because, man, that'd be a fun prop to do. That'd be fucking. You can do. I'd have fun with that.
They do have 3 field goals on the site we cannot name for plus 200, but we're doing the 2.
Wait, you can do it where?
The site we can't name. I can't parlay it. Does not let me parlay it. Can you believe that? That's terrible.
What, the 2+?
Does not let me parlay it.
We've been doing it all year. What do you mean?
Let me get to that site. On pick 6 we can. I'm not on pick 6. I'm making a traditional SGP.
Well, I can't do no. So what do I need to do here? Can I get Adam Thielen catches?
Oh, you guys got way better odds. Oh my gosh. Who'd you say?
Lynchy.
I don't think that's Lynchy.
That's Lynchy. What do you mean?
I didn't assume. I thought so too, but
no, he said Ryan Lynch.
I know, but I could be completely out on that. Yeah, I mean, I could be completely off base.
You think it's a different Ryan Lynch?
I thought you would have Lynchy in the username. That's why I didn't say it at first. Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's why
we've been in the dynasty.
I even went into our sports in the Sports Center thing to double check. I'm like, I think that's him, but I'm not sure. And I just wasn't sure.
Well, I like Metro's thought here. What's Lamar's rushing?
This was 100% the most obvious clue was him providing the Hard Rock line.
Yeah, true. Wait, hey, Metro said Lamar rushing over. I like that. What's the prop? Oh wait, whose line is it anyway? I'm gonna say 37.5.
Yeah, that was what it was last time. You're off. I got to say, that's way off. 32.5. Yeah.
He's way off. He did a bag of freaking Franks.
Whose line is it anyway? All right, Kurt.
Wait, so I like Lamar over rushing then.
Over rushing. Kenny Gainwell over receiving. Do you want to do Zay Flowers over 62.5 receiving yards?
I mean, you can't. I hate that guy, bro. I hate that bum.
Zay Flowers over 62.5 receiving yards. That's 3 props. We're on the overs. We're on the overs today. Did you say Adam Thielen catches?
Don't judge me, okay?
No, did you say that? Because it's plus money. It's 2.5.
I love it. Look, I love Adam Thielen. I have a problem. He sucks, but I can't help it.
All right, Adam Thielen, yes. Can I go longest reception, Calvin Austin, over 14.5 yards?
That's kind of tasty.
That's tasty.
I gotta catch up with you though. So we did
yeah, Thielen ran plenty of routes. He'll run plenty from the slot this week. All right, guys, here it is. 25-1. Kenny Gainwell, 30 yards receiving or more. Lamar Jackson, over 32.5 rushing yards. Zay Flowers, over 62.5 receiving yards. Adam Thielen, over 2.5 catches. Calvin Austin, longest reception, over 14.5. We got to end the show with a bang. We got to end this year with a bang, man.
How many legs is that?
That is 5 legs.
Okay.
First TD, Ooh. Ooh.
Internet.
Who? Who's your first TD, Kurt?
My first TD is. Who do I think scores first? Probably Ravens.
Ravens?
I'll go Mark Andrews.
Plus 1,000. Okay, all right. Plus 1,000. All right, you're gonna go that. I'm gonna be a man and go over 20 to 1 because 10 to 1. All right, who wants a 10 to 1 winner?
That's pretty bad odds. I can't lie. I don't like that.
Calvin Austin III catches a deep one to start this game. 22 to 1.
Damn, that should be higher too. God bless.
It should be high. He's wide receiver 1 tonight, Kurt, against a terrible secondary.
Whoa, Lynchy, what in the world? What am I getting these trades here for?
Can you prove him wrong?
Uno, dos, tres. Yeah, how about that? Spanish for y'all asses. Shout out Venezuela. Shout out Venezuela. Do not shout out domestic violence. Shout out Venezuela.
Once I get past 9 or 10 in Spanish, I crumble.
Nueve Diaz.
All right. Calvin Austin captain. That's what we're rolling with. Do we want to give this is the last show of the year? Do we want to give Big T score away? Yeah, why not? Oh yes, this is good core. This is a great core.
Actually, you would like that. That's
Kenny Gainwell captain for Big T tonight. Lamar Jackson, and this is the best part. This is the cherry on top of that Sunday. Steelers defense. You're thinking you're cruising. You're thinking straight fastball, right? Straight gas. Then he throws the Steelers defense curveball. Ooh, he's thinking Lamar. You know what? He's right, though, right? Big T is right. When has Lamar won an important game? Lamar's going to blame the injury tonight. That's for sure. Lamar's going to blame the injury tonight when they lose. Harbaugh doesn't want to be there. The Ravens don't want Harbaugh anymore. They made their decision. The Steelers defense, but Big T and his core. Alpha move.
I want to see what you can do with this.
Patty Freiermuth Redmond. I completely skipped over that. That is a great.
Oh, my God. We love him over here, and we just forget about that.
Yeah, you know what? You're talking about a curveball. I completely whiffed on that. Damn.
Wow.
Over 3.5 receptions, not the worst either. My gosh. How do we miss that, Kurt? I blame you, man.
Me?
Yeah, I blame you. You didn't bring up Freiermuth. That's your fault.
Hey, me? I'm too busy over here sucking off Adam Thielen, who's freaking dusty as shit.
And that is true.
MB.
I had Tanner McKee over 200 or 250 plus passing yards. He had 8 downs to get 9 yards for me and didn't do it. Just terrible, man. It was like watching cricket and just seeing dot ball after dot ball, Ruff. Facts, J. Ruff. That is facts right there. All he does is spam cheese plays. Can't even throw the ball.
You're not getting me on that bullshit.
Kurt's the type of guy to have a little lag in the last 30 seconds of a game and then completely make you redo the game when he's down.
Did we redo the game?
Yeah, I compromised and I gave you a double jeopardy to win the game twice, and then I scored.
Who chose the rules? Who chose the rules for that?
Who said they were going to leave the league if we didn't change the rules for that?
I mean, I lagged 20 yards backwards.
No.
We even watched the clip, Rubes.
We did do OT rules. You didn't lag that. I was there. I had you cut off. You were never making that.
Ball don't lie. The ball should have gave you dub in overtime then.
I'm sucking off Adam Thielen. Oh my God. I genuinely, I might even sprinkle some 40 yards for Big Pat Freiermuth.
Oh, that's a good bet.
I might ladder him a little bit. Redmond always kills these props too. Redmond's the type of dude grinding the college football props too in the middle of a Tuesday bowl game. That's the type of stuff you love. you just waltz into the college football chat. This is
are you under on Rodgers today?
I'm under on Lamar Captain. I did MME on this showdown because it's the last regular season one. And I also made money on the main slate. And I was like, you know what? Let's try it. I changed my salary restrictions, Kurt. I did not use the entire salary today. I'm going down to $49,500 as my max. That was the only unique thing I did today, really. Here is my I am over on Rodgers, if anything.
Makes sense.
I'm under on Henry slightly. Nice. I'm just under on Henry. I think that's the one thing.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to agree there.
I think I'm betting this Connor Hayward thing, too.
Yeah. Nobody.
All right. I'm betting the Hayward one. Just did. He's 11-1 on DK.
Is that the best odds?
It is better than FanDuel. Of course, DraftKings is better than FanDuel. What's new? Oh, Hayward's now 11-1 on FanDuel.
FanDuel, like their college stuff was moving a lot last second too for first touchdown props. I don't know why.
First touchdown for Connor Hayward is 60-1. I can be convinced.
I can be convinced. Me.
Real quick, Dallas. Yes, you're right. That is fair. He's going to be in the game just so much. That's the thing. He's been out there just the entire time, unless he drops the ball or laterals it for no reason at all, like he did against Patriots. Austin, Boswell, Lamar, Gainwell, MVS, Flowers. I'm going side one there, but I love both sides. I'm going one.
I like one way better.
I just think I like Austin as one of my favorite cheapie. I love MVS. It's like Lamar is – if you assume Lamar is completely healthy tonight, you want to play him. If my Adam Thielen captain wins – the journey, I'm gonna treat Kurt to an 8-ball special meet and greet with the wife making himself. The 8-ball special, Kurt. God,
Brett Stanky.
This is NFL Pro, J-Ruff. This is all. I like NFL.
Don't worry about it, Joe. Don't you worry about it. That's the secret site. You can't have it.
Yeah, I mean, just look. DK Metcalf was running an insane amount of rounds. And then Calvin Austin got hurt in that Week 16 game. And now we got to live and adapt. Still got 7 minutes. I asked some questions. Yeah, Redmond, NCAA football props bailed me out last year.
Curse plugs on speed dial.
I got my biggest niche in the month of December was drive props. On FanDuel. That was a lot of fun. A lot of NCAA ones too. It's good stuff.
My biggest niche in December was absolutely nothing because I got absolutely slaughtered.
You didn't do EuroLeague?
We had the lines have been super sharp. I moved to Rubio's in 2 weeks' time if he got the house cleaned.
We did a lot of housework today. A lot over this weekend. We got gutter guards up for no leaves. I
was worried about the leaves. I was really worried about the leaves.
You got big trees in the backyard. Got to protect. Don't want the gutters getting clogged.
I just can't wait for the first snow when we go outside and just play smear the.
Yes, Bijan Robinson.
Smear the Bijan Robinson in the backyard. I am going to destroy you, buddy.
Thielen over MVS. I'm going MVS over Thielen.
Come on, Rube. You should know. It's Thielen season. Thielen first HUD. I'm done.
MVS had 9 targets last week. The Thielen's 4. They both played, or 5.
Who
they both
is
played
MVS?
the entire game.
Near the curve.
I'm going MVS.
I'm Morning BS, man. I want Adam Thielen, the Great White Hope. Great White Dope.
You know what? I tried to make it a point to enter early this year, and I think all 6 teams I drafted earlier are dead. But I just
do you want?
There's a lot to do in a day. I just need to find the time to draft.
If anyone in here is awake tomorrow at like 7 a.m., I'm going to be like ripping off a bunch from like 7, 8 a.m. while I'm warming up. So if anyone in here is going to be up at that time and wants to draft, please message me.
The best time to do them is at 3 a.m. because you usually have a couple people who aren't fully there and probably just ripping draft.
Well, if I do mine at 7 a.m., that's 4 a.m. on the West Coast. So.
You know how I found out gutter guards are completely expensive? That was last week. Yes, I found that out. That was brutal. You don't realize how expensive those things are until you ever buy them, until you're ever in the market for them. You just had so many leaves in the gutter that.
Splash spread contest. What's that? What is that?
That is the Splash Sports, the pool thing?
45 and 45. Damn. That's insane. Good shit, Brady. Like football.
Wait, did Kurt win that?
I have no idea. I don't want no idea what Splash is.
Yeah, there's no way that was Kurt.
Whoa. I mean, why couldn't it be me?
Because I know that you weren't in the Splash thing. I know that for a fact.
Okay, you don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know
There's no way you – because, you would have been all over the spreads or stuff. No way.
I could be. You don't know me.
What is that, 18 games, 5 at a time? You're not – he's not Boomer Kurt. No.
Oh, man.
Where did Boomer Kurt go? I would love to know what won it, Brady. Can you give me the record on that? I'm going to guess 60 and 30 won it. Yeah, 45 and 45. That's the most bang average, but yet you're not a complete loser, right? Like, you're going 50% against Vegas. You can't hate on that ever. Calvin Austin's going to play the whole game, Matt. And in week 17, he was out.
Can I just say some of these first touchdown props, I think it's going to be a weird first touchdown. And there's some good numbers out there.
I think Calvin Austin's the one guy that will play on the outside a ton alongside MVS and alongside Thielen. Thielen more in the slot. But Austin's got big games in him. You go back to week 1, 4 for 70 and 1. Week 2, this is when he kind of started to get slightly outphased, but it's like, 22 yards here. I just think if there's someone who can take the top off the defense, it is Calvin Austin, and he's way better than Scotty Miller. There's potential. Austin had success earlier in the year with Rodgers. He's super cheap. I think this is like the time to get weird at captain with him too. We did buy blinds this week too, KC Chiefs, and it runs it up. 50 and 40 won it. Damn. 45 and 45 is great then. See, it was like either you get 3 red zone field goals or a red zone rushing touchdown. That's funny. I'm gonna go rushing touchdown just because 3 field goals is plus 200. There's no way. It can't be worse. Yeah, week 16, 1 target. He had pulled up with a hammy injury. That could have been the last drive too, but no DK Metcalf either. So the fact that there's no DK Metcalf, he should play the entire game. He only ran 10 routes in that game in week 16. So unless he completely wasn't a part of the offense or whatever, we only ran 10 routes compared to DK's 40, MVS's 26. They ran a ton of 3 wide receiver sets last week too. I think that this is going to be the thing that ultimately propels them into the combo of potentially being an optimal captain.
How do they grade kicker points? 3 and 1s, right?
What? Yeah,
3 and 1s. Okay. Thank you. I'm laddering this shit.
I don't hate it. I'm on cheap captain tonight a little bit. Boswell fits the description. Memphis Tigers. Calvin Austin. I don't remember. I don't think I ever played Kenny Gainwell. I don't think in college football DFS. I had to have. No, you know what? I didn't. I don't think I did. Calvin Austin, though, for sure.
In what?
I never played Kenny Gainwell for Memphis.
I did.
Rip and spin. Thanks for watching, man. Had a good
It's been a
time.
fun year. Bro, you tell me we don't. Come on, we're doing a playoff one. Don't be a pussy.
We're not doing a playoff one.
We're doing a playoff one. I already talked to the men upstairs. Yeah.
That would be overkill because there's only 2 games on Sunday, right? It's a 4:30 start time usually
Oh yeah, I forgot.
because they have the Monday night game too. That's why we never did them either, just because they also did talk about them in the morning. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cannot believe it's already been 18 weeks. That is the crazy part. There is a Sunday night game, Kurt. I did just check. There's only 2 Saturday ones, so you'll have that at least. Probably not.
Come on.
May all your screens be green. Yes, Dallas. For Kurt and I, thank y'all for a great season and have a great rest of y'all's day. Hopefully someone can walk out a MME winner tonight, baby. Have a good one. Bye-bye.